What the fuck? What is this gamer shit?
What is what? What are you talk?
Why?
What are you talking about?
Why, why are you trying to seduce me, dog?
Is there a problem, officer?
Officer?
Oh, oh wait, are you talking about these?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's only for people. It's only for people who are currently reading One Piece, aka the superior human beings. So you know.
I don't. I don't believe that. Um, I'm
Well,
sorry.
clearly you're not reading One Piece, so
Yeah, no, I'm reading. What am I reading?
I'm
That's a
reading
good
so much.
question.
It's not even funny. All right, that was a good opening cult bit. All right, there we go.
That's it. That was your cult.
That was my cult
Oh
bit.
man,
All right.
I'm gonna get my audio shut up.
Okay. What are you eating, Poopy?
Yeah.
Fucking red, dude. Fucking red. You're so disgusting. Hiya. How's the ice cream? Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh my god, this podcast is shit. Hi, hi everyone. Welcome to the Sheep and Weeps podcast. I am your host, as always, Sister Sheep. With me is my degenerate of a human fucking being, fucking Peter Griffin. Say hello, Peter.
Yo, what's up, guys?
What's up, Lois? How you
I
doing?
like this ice cream. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Oh my god, people are gonna think we're fucking retarded. Um,
We are though.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So sorry, I haven't been uploading lately. Peter's, or at least for this podcast, Peter's been doing finals. Ooh, finals. Ooh, I want to get a good career. Ooh, I want my grades up. Pussy. You should be reading One Piece instead.
Yo, like
Like an
my
alpha
friends,
chat.
like for a solid week, I haven't like watched anything or read anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like I binged a lot of stuff recently because I just finished all my schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
I've only been catching up on like a couple shows to keep myself sane. And like I haven't played any video games in a hot minute either. Like Deadass, I haven't touched Persona 4 in months.
Dude, I bought Persona 4 when
Like,
it came out, played the first 3 hours, and I have not touched it since.
yo, that's like what I'm saying. Like I got to like the summer part, which is like fucking 30 hours in,
Mm-hmm.
30, 40 hours in, and I'm just like I just stopped playing and went back to Persona 5
Oh my
because I'm a
god.
degenerate.
Oh my, again?
Yo, there's a guy I watch on YouTube. His name is Yerbud Tevin.
Mm-hmm.
He's played the game over 30 times.
Well, even fucking, it's Joey, I think. Joey from the Trash Taste. He's like, yeah, I played it 4 times. I'm like, why?
Yo, my friend Pete's played it twice and I hate him.
Exactly. There's other video
Bro,
games. There's other
I
video
just can't.
games.
No, yeah, like in 2 days, when we're recording this podcast, at least,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the game of For All Thirsty Down Bad Boys is coming out.
The fucking Resident Evil
You know what
game.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
There's already,
Big
there's already
money.
Thomas the Tank Engine mods out there.
Please don't ruin it. Please,
it's
modders,
it's
I
it's
ask.
the internet. It's too late. They're already running.
Spotters, please. If there's
They're already running the Omni-Man meme fucking down to the
if
grave.
there's like, oh yo, dude, the whole the
Think,
thing with like
Peter,
that black guy
think!
in the foreground
Yeah.
with that guy in the background who's like, I didn't think this would be my last day or something like that. Whatever the fuck it is.
No, but that's okay. You've not watched Invincible?
I've read the Wikipedia and watched a bunch of videos, so I know a lot about it. I haven't watched it though.
Missing out.
I'm not that
Missing
interested in
out.
watching it. I'm gonna be real.
It's really good.
I'm gonna be real. Like everybody
It's-
told me to watch it. Like I watched the first 2 episodes and it was really cool. Not even the first 2 episodes. I watched the second episode. It was just the second episode, and
You do
I was
this
like,
all
it's
the
pretty
fucking
good.
time. You do this all the fucking time. It's just with Attack on Titan and everything. I can't with you.
Yo, the Attack on Titan one's kind of worse though. The Attack on Titan's kind of worse though. I watched literally
was.
the first episode of the final season. That's like worse than watching the second
You were
episode
like,
of a show.
I don't
that's
understand
like-
what the fuck is going on. It's like, yeah, you stupid little shit. I literally,
It's just like-
you're literally like the girlfriend. Like we're watching a movie, and I've never seen the movie. She's never seen the movie, but every like 10 minutes, she's like, okay, so what's happening? And I'm like, I'm watching the same thing as you. Like
Yeah,
follow
but, like-
along with the plot, and then you'll eventually get there. But instead, you're just like fast forwarding 45 minutes into the movie, and you're like, I don't fucking get it.
Yo, look. I was like to my brother. Me and my brother would just finish Death Note that night. We both watched
For the
Death
first
Note,
time?
and he was like, my brother at least.
Oh, okay.
I've watched it a couple times already.
Mhm.
And he was doing the same thing. He's like, wait, I don't get it. And I was like, oh, well, here's this and this and this. And whereas and then like right after we finished Death Note, he's like, all right, I'm gonna watch the new episode of Attack on Titan. And I'm like, I've got nothing better to do. So I watched it.
I mean, yeah, you're almost done with Hogwarts, so you know.
Yo, quit ragging on my hairstyle, dog.
And the glasses,
give you-
bro, and the glasses.
Bro, I'm gonna give you the sloppy toppy, dude. Don't even.
Don't fucking joke about that. If you're gonna do it.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways,
Okay,
I wanna
so,
talk about
JJ.
some anime we've been watching, or I've been watching, and manga and shit.
Oh,
We're gonna
man.
get into Jujutsu, obviously, because I
want to get into Jujutsu. Yeah.
I just
I
caught
want
up
to get into
on it.
Jujutsu
Uh-huh.
because JJ texted me a couple days ago, or yesterday, I think, and was just like, he was telling me he caught up to the manga and he just had thoughts, and I want to talk to him about it because I've had these thoughts for like a couple, maybe.
I literally
now?
like only. Well, no, because I was legitimately enjoying what I was reading, but I also wanted to speed through it, or not speed through it, but like read through it all, just so I could be like, all right, I wanna fucking talk to Peter about this on the podcast.
Yeah, because like
because
I
the
like it, but
majority
yeah, we'll
of-
get into that towards the back half, right?
Yeah. But so what I've been doing now is I was originally going to do a bunch of videos on like my progress on One Piece, but I got busy, so I just started reading One Piece for pleasure. And I just got to say, cuz I've said this on multiple podcasts, whether it's on my podcast or like back in the college days when I was on Nerdent with Leon, I kind of wrong with One Piece because
That's all you've been saying.
Yeah, I'd been saying that, like, number one, it shouldn't take 1,000 chapters for a good story. But, like, One Piece isn't really about... Because, like, I always threw the glasses, like, everything must be, like, the perfect anime or manga is Full Metal.
Yeah.
And it has to be...
Full Metal
like
Alchemist?
a full... Yeah. Like it has to be philosophical, and it has to be this, has to be that. But, like, One Piece isn't going for that. It's not going for character development, because Luffy, Zoro, and all the rest of the gang, they're the same characters. It's about their actions in each and different place that changes the people around them, and that's what's the cool part. And, like, the world building, just from that stance, is really, really fucking good. And the villains are interesting, and it's like the McDonald's of anime. It's so fucking good. You got your chicken McNuggets with your hot mustard sauce, some fries, and a soda, and you're all fucking set. Like it's just fun, and it knows it's fun, and the art is fucking fantastic. It's not anything deep or anything, but I am really fucking enjoying it right now. Right now, I'm in the middle of. I'm not even that far in. I'm like, Biracu works. Biracu, Baroque.
You got me, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. The one with the crocodile dude, the sand dude. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Don't.
Like I
That's good.
You know,
I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad like you had like that like 180 with it. Like you're enjoying it now.
Yeah, because like originally I was just like, well, it's just long. Like, why would I get started on it? And if you are going to get started on it,
that's how everybody is.
Yeah, just start with a manga and don't feel like you need to catch up, because if you rush it, then you're not going to enjoy it, and that's what I did my first round.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel with it. That's how I feel
like
with
take
it.
your time with it. You could start another series, just like when you're bored of that one or it hits a slow point, just go back to One Piece. One Piece is like comfort food. It's like, this is pretty good.
It's literally McDonald's. Yeah, it's literally McDonald's. The way you describe it is like McDonald's. Like you go to it like once a month, and when you go, it's like it hits really well.
I would say it's a high as of right now, as of rereading, because my first read through, I stopped like in the middle of New World. I'm like, I'm fucking done with this. So I decided to reread it because I didn't retain most of what happened. Because again, I was speeding through it. But I would say it's like, for me right now, it's like a high B tier right now. If I were to put on an S tier, like a tier list, like a high B.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's still pretty good. Like
the art is great.
Granted, it is the number one.
Yeah.
It is the number one manga ever, but still, I kind of feel like with all the stuff you've read, like it makes sense.
Like you could criticize the plot, the story. The one thing I feel like you can't really criticize is the art, because the art is fucking gorgeous, and I don't know how Oda does it, like how he produces this quality of art on a weekly basis, and has been doing so since pretty much the beginning of One Piece, with some breaks in between. Like, it's fucking great. The art is so good. And I've been kind of going this big 3 thing on multiple platforms. So like, I just started replaying the Naruto Ninja Storm games. I'm on 3, and I've just been doing that because I got bored of Nier.
That's my favorite game. That's my Nier, the new one.
Yeah, Replicant.
How you liking that?
No, it's really good. I'm just I'm just in an anime mood right now, and Nier is like about the sads. The Nier games and Dragon Card games are just all sad. I'm like, I just need Naruto, man. Like I need
Naruto,
happy.
which
I need Sakura saying, I love you, Naruto, and Naruto literally being like, bitch, what?
Yeah, dude, I love that, bro. Regardless of which version, it is so good, bro. He's just like, bro, I know you're lying. Like, it's so funny, bro. Like, he just is like, I hate liars, so don't lie to me. Like, he says it, the voice actress for him, like, says it, like, with her teeth. Mm-hmm. Which is so good. Like, you could tell she's saying it with her teeth.
Sakura, I know you're full of shit.
It's so good, dude. I was like, damn, they actually are good voice actors in the English. Bro, real quick, before we go on to what we've been like reading and watching some more, I was talking to my brother, which I mentioned to you, and I told him about Cowboy Bebop. I told him he should watch it, and he said some ignorant shit. And but the one thing that caught me up, and I think we've had this debate before, is the subs versus dubs debate. Mm-hmm. And for me, you know, I literally watch whatever is available. If it's in the English dub, I'm gonna watch it unless like it's actually trash, or I'm gonna watch it in the sub. And he was telling me that he thinks all English dubs are garbage. So I was like, all right, let me think for a second. He can't say Cowboy Bebop's bad because it's literally the golden goose of
pretty much the
English
perfect
dubs.
one.
Like, yeah, it is the golden goose of English dubs. He'll love it. And then I was like, wait, this motherfucker loves Full Metal Alchemist, and I know this motherfucker watched it in the English dub. Mm-hmm. How dare he say that? Because the English dub of Full Metal is also really good.
Yeah, especially like, Brotherhood. Really it's amazing. Like, every single goddamn performance is amazing. But yeah, it's like, are you gonna watch fucking Bakugo in fucking sub? No, why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah, like there's just some shows that I don't watch in the
Yeah.
sub,
Like
like
I'm
like
sure
Naruto,
yeah.
Pokemon.
I'm sure the Naruto sub is good. And I've heard people say, "Oh, it's so much better
Oh, it's
than the
good. It's
original."
good. It's
But
good.
like
It really is.
the dub, I kind of grew up. It's like the Dragon Ball thing, right? Like Dragon
It's
Ball
exactly the same
Super.
thing. Yeah.
I'm like, I can't do this. Like this isn't what I grew up on. It's
I
like,
can't do I can't do Goku being three voice actors. I
yeah,
can't have the
exactly.
same voice actors play all the Gokus. I can't. I need variation in the
I
voices.
can't have Japanese
Bro.
Shinji saying I'm so fucked up. I need the original voice actor saying I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, dude.
Speaking of which, I got this
That is so true.
repping the Weeb shit. You can't even see this Shinji right there.
Wow. No, wow, that's so cute. Bro, I had to do a graphic novel like project
Mm-hmm.
video, and I did like about this one of the most famous mangaka out there, Azuma Azuma Tezuka.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of him. He's done the he you probably already know who he is. He's the Astro Boy creator.
Oh yeah, 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 yep,
The
yep.
Yeah, yeah. I did a video project on him, and I talked about how his cinematic style like has been replicated in pretty much everything in terms of anime and manga because he was the one
Mm-hmm.
who really kind of kickstarted the difference in
Yeah,
like camera
the
angles
big
and shots and
eyes.
his
Yeah.
yeah, he's really like he's literally the godfather of anime and manga.
Mm-hmm.
But as when I was editing, I literally put in the all returns to nothing that song
It
from
keeps on tumbling
Evangelion.
down, tumbling down,
Yeah, I put that
tumbling
in.
down.
I put that in at the very end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I gotta put because throughout the entire video, I was putting a bunch of anime music. Like I had some JoJo's music in there. I had Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo because deadass they have the best fucking soundtracks. Um,
Yeah.
like they're both really good, and I was like, I gotta put one more that everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And people know, like if you watch anime, you'll know. And so I put that song in at the end, and I've been getting a bunch of comments from my fellow students, and they're like, "Dude, that's the thing," and I was like, "Yeah, that's the thing." Yeah, bro. But yeah. Let's talk about some anime
Yeah.
we've been
I
watching.
just wanted to touch on one
I,
thing. I'm not even really watching it. I'm just putting it in the background. I like background noise whenever I'm doing anything. So when I'm
yeah.
working or when I'm reading One Piece, like I've been putting the dub of Bleach in the background just because I've never actually
Wow.
watched the anime. I've just been like I've only read the manga, and that's what you should do because the anime is absolute fucking dumpster fire. If you experience
Yo.
Bleach in anime form, don't even stop. Like it was made to be in a black and white, like because the art is just so badass, and you can't really appreciate that with cheap early 2000s animation.
Hmm.
Um, but like literally I just have a filler guide in front of me. I'm like, oh my god, like every 2 episodes is fucking filler. I can't, it's like 45% filler. I'm like, Jesus goddamn Christ. And I've skipped the Fullbringer arc because I fucking hate that arc. I can't do it, and it's the last arc. So I'm literally in the Aranka arc, and then I'm just gonna stop because Fullbring fucking sucks.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude.
Yeah. Uh, and then I've also been reading a little bit of Demon Slayer. Um, I finished it before, but I don't know.
Oh, yo, we have to do a whole episode of that. I totally forgot, bro.
We got to invite
We gotta
Ronald. I
do a
totally
whole episode
blinked
of
out on
that
that. I
fucking
liked the
show,
movie.
bro.
It was good. The animation was tight.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Quick little review. Loved it, dude. I
yeah,
thought I wasn't gonna like it. I thought I wasn't gonna like enjoy it
me
a lot.
too.
Like I thought it was gonna be good. I was gonna be like, it's gonna be good. Like that's pretty much it. Like it's shonen. Like what more are you gonna get
Yeah,
out of it?
because the first season, I was like, everyone was like, Demon Slayer so great, 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 and I'm just like, I mean, it's good. It's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
I mean, there are scenes where there are. That's the thing. Like UFO table, like I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before,
Hmm.
but Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works are some of the best looking anime
Right.
ever.
Yeah, and
Dude,
it's the
they're
same
really good.
studio, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same studio,
Mm-hmm.
and like those two projects were literally like their testing ground, like for not only like the animation but like the 3D and CG.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if there's one studio that does it right besides Studio Orange
Mm-hmm.
with stars, it's UFO Table.
Yeah.
They know how to use 3D cinematic cameras, and when the first fucking shot of Mugen, I'm not even gonna talk about it
Yeah,
right now.
we'll,
All I know
we'll
is
we'll
it's
get
so
into
good. It's
detail,
so good. It's so good.
but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
me and Peter really enjoyed it. We didn't see it together. I saw it with Ronald. Peter saw it with
Nah,
his brother.
yeah.
Do you watch it dub or sub?
I watched it subbed. I
I watched it
I
dub. The
was
dub performance is actually pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
yeah, like my brother was like, dude, if we aren't watching this in sub, I ain't watching. I ain't watching.
I hate that
I was like,
mentality.
well, no, like for because like to be honest, the subs for a lot of the more recent or the dubs for a lot of the more recent like shonen anime haven't really been that good.
I haven't even
They're like
touched.
they're like all right, but they're not like great. Like My Hero Academia's dub is like it's okay.
Yeah, I like it.
You
It's
know what I mean?
serviceable.
Yeah, like it's just okay. And one of the shows that we're going to talk about that I've been watching, um, like when I first watched the dub, like the first two seasons, pretty good. This season, I'm kind of like I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll talk about that a little later
Mm-hmm.
when we get into what we've been watching. But I want to talk about stuff we've been watching that I know that we've both been watching, um, which is the show that I told you to watch, like literally as the season started, Tokyo Revengers, dude.
Yes, I am
Bro,
seriously enjoying it. I don't know where it's going.
bro,
I don't want to read the manga because I mean I just don't want this season to be spoiled to
yeah,
absolute shit for me. But it
yeah.
also opening and closing both bangers.
Yo, dude, the
I,
opening's so
I
good.
don't know which one I
I
prefer,
think it's what's
honestly.
like that's what solidified it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like watching Tokyo Revengers and then like kind of like listening to the opening after because the first episode doesn't have the opening
Mm-hmm.
and the second episode it has the opening and I was like, yo, this is literally erased, bro. It has the exact same effect for me. It's like really cool time travel concept and just a banger opening that kind of encapsulates the like entire idea of what the show is.
The
And like that was
feel
so
and
cool, like
everything.
reading
Yeah.
about reading about the opening. The artist wrote the opening for this show.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like there's some openings that are like made that people like have written already and they put it in the manga or the anime.
Rock
This
the
one, the writer
dragon,
was like,
dragon,
I'm
dragon.
gonna
Rock the
yeah.
dragon.
There's some like that's not like that. There's some like that. Like dude, classic opening though. Classic opening. Um,
You're 10 out of
but like
10s.
reading that, like reading yeah, my 10 out of 10, bro. My 10 out of 10 Dragon Ball. Don't you
Dragon
fucking
Soul from Dragon Ball Z Kai. 10 out of 10. Nothing could ever beat it.
dude. Eat whatever, however you feel about it, Vic. What's his name? Vicman.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever the fuck.
how? Yeah, whatever his last name is. However you feel about him, banger opening,
Mm-hmm.
banger opening. He sings that opening if you didn't know.
Yeah, no,
It's
I think
so
you told me
good.
that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
such a good
anyways, yeah,
opening,
no, Tokyo Revengers is really good. I like the
dude.
whole.
Dude,
I don't know if you would call it Yakuza angle on it or like gangster like element
I
of
like
it.
it. Like, yeah, like because I think somebody brought up a really good point. It's like they've always had like delinquent kind of characters in shows,
Mm-hmm.
and they're always like side characters. And if they're main characters, their delinquency isn't really touched upon. Like in JoJo's Part 4,
Mm-hmm.
like the main character is dressed up as like what a delinquent used to look like in Japan during
Right.
that time period,
Mm-hmm.
during like the time era. But like he never actually acted like one. He was always a nice guy and like really chill. And like he never was like, oh, I'm gonna skip class and I'm gonna barge into classrooms and force people to go on the floor as their my mat so I can walk on them. Whereas Tokyo Revengers, it's like, bro, they're delinquents. They're really good people, but they're delinquents,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no getting around that. Like episode 3, when they finally introduce Mickey, Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
was so happy, bro. Because for me, I've been reading ahead on the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Fucking,
because
of
I
course you
really,
have.
bro, because I've been loving it, bro. It's so
Yeah.
good.
No, it's really good. I
It's
like
so good.
I forgot what happened at the last episode where what's his face jumped off the
Oh yeah,
building.
yeah, yeah. Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry, don't put
Um,
a thing. But
yeah,
yeah, and then I was just like, because I was kind of like, I was like, oh, this is really good. I'm enjoying it. And then once that happened, I'm like, okay, now I'm interested because I don't know if like whatever the main character is doing is gonna change whatever happened then, or if he's just
yeah. I
dead.
think that's
Like
what makes it.
I,
Yeah,
it's got this like I love this effect. It's like the Attack on Titan effect where like they reveal some things, they reveal one thing, but then have like five questions right after one thing is
yeah.
answered.
You're like, what's gonna happen? Yeah, and then like I just love the change in his character because like that whole episode's about how the main character has been changing,
Mm-hmm.
right? When he comes back to his reality, his time period, he really hasn't changed until really that point when his best friend kills
No,
himself.
yeah. Up at like every time he's in the past, it's like, oh, you've changed so much, and he's like, oh, I don't remember how I. And he's even like, I don't remember how I used to be. Like I'm just acting the
Yeah,
way I usually am.
yeah.
In the closing, though, you see like adult. What's her face? Like, isn't that's the adult version?
Hinata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where that's gonna lead to. Um,
Hmm.
Whether like he by like I don't know how many
Yeah.
episodes are there, but like by the 15th episode, he finally
I feel
is like,
like I
oh
feel like it's
shit.
gonna be I feel like this is gonna be a two core season because based on what I've been seeing, based on how the opening is,
Mm.
a lot of it. Because what episode are they on? Let me check. Let me check.
They're on 4 right now.
Yeah, the next episode is episode 5. So
Hmm.
it might be 15 episodes. 15 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 episodes makes sense. It might be 15. But, like just based on how the opening is, and it just seems like there's a lot of stuff in the opening that we haven't seen in the show yet.
Hmm.
Like how the opening, like his hand has like a stab wound in it. Like we haven't seen that yet. So there's still so much left to look at
Yeah.
and see because it's good, man. It's really good.
It is
And the
really
main
good.
character, as much as he's a crybaby, I know that people hate crybaby
He
characters.
cries more than
Like,
Deku.
bro, my friend Romar, who I went to go see Mugen train with, he was like, dude, loved it, but I hate the fact that they were crying all the time. And I was like, shut the fuck up,
Shut
bro.
the fuck up.
I get that you
Oh,
hate
oh, I grew up
Deku.
on Bleach and Naruto and they never cried. Well, bitch, we're Gen Z, motherfucker, and our anime protagonists cry.
Our main characters cry, damn it. They have emotions. They're real men.
They're
Yo, but
not
like
15
deadass,
year
like
old death gods. They're not Hokage.
they're literally a kid who goes back in time and gets his ass beat. No,
Literally,
and
he
I think that's what I
does.
like about it. That's what I like about this character so much. Like he literally has nothing going except for the fact that he
No, he
doesn't
doesn't
give
know how
up.
to fight, but yeah, he just doesn't give
He
up.
just doesn't know how to give up, bro.
And he like
He's like,
speaks his mind or whatever, and then the
yo,
yeah.
he's kind of giving me Steve Rogers vibes. Like you know how in the first Steve Rogers
Yeah,
movie,
I
like
could do this all
in
day.
Captain America, yeah, dude, like that's like the same vibes, bro. Like
Hmm.
regardless, I'm excited for where it goes because I think I've only read up to at least in the manga where I think this show is going to end the season off of.
Hmm.
I haven't read much past that because I was kind of like, I'm gonna just read what I know is gonna happen,
Yeah,
and that's it. And also because I just fell off it because of school.
right.
But it's so good. I'm really glad you're watching it. Like
Yeah.
deadass, I'm really like just recently my friend finished Chainsaw Man,
Oh, the
and in
manga.
a different
Right.
Discord, yeah, in a different Discord he's in, a guy was like, I wasn't in the Discord call, but he just like posted like a link to the Chainsaw Man manga, and
Hmm.
he like told his friend to read it, and I'm like, let's go, keep recommending that shit. It's like I'm really glad people are watching what like I've been recommending because they're really good.
Yeah, that's
The stuff
that's
I'm watching is really good.
that's my favorite thing ever is like getting someone else into an anime you really like.
Yeah,
Like I had one friend in like early college and late high school where we were really into Gundam and like he was my only friend who was into Gundam.
Hmm.
So like I could just go to him. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in a fucking Gundam mood. Let's fucking go.
Let's just go, dude.
But
Dude,
Chainsaw
speaking
Man
of
is gonna
things
be
that we've
huge.
recommended,
Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
dude, it's gonna be fucking huge, dude.
Yeah.
Like I guarantee it. When that show comes out,
Then
if it's not
everyone's gonna
like
be like, "Oh, I gotta read
if
the
it doesn't
manga."
get if it isn't Jujutsu Kaisen levels of good,
Hmm.
at least people I know it is. Because I've read the manga and you
Yeah.
have too. Like I know it's like that good in terms of the hype.
Hmm.
If it doesn't get to that hype levels for Jujutsu, because like Jujutsu made after the anime premiered, it made like 50 million copies sold or something like that,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. And I feel like Chainsaw Man's gonna have the same effect, bro. It's gonna have
Dude,
the exact
already
same
the
effect.
Chainsaw Man and manga, and the Chainsaw manga and Jujutsu manga, they're like sold out on fucking Amazon. Like just
Yeah, it makes sense
you
because they're
can't get
good.
volume 1 or
They're
up to like the newest
good.
volume, and then those are like gone within a month or so. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy volume fucking 5 when I don't have the rest.
Yeah, yeah. That's how I
uh,
feel because I wanted to get to. Even though I've read all the way through the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, I want to buy the volumes because they're
yeah,
so
same.
good.
Um,
But going back to the idea of giving each other like shows to watch recommendations, JJ, you recommended Odd Taxi,
are
and
you
I've been
liking it?
watching it. I love it,
Right? Isn't
dude.
it so good?
Bro, it makes me tilted because I'm looking at AnyList right now,
Hmm.
just to make sure I know what I've been watching. Because like I know I'm watching shit, but like
Yeah, I like to check in just to make sure what episode I'm on, because sometimes I'll go a week or two without watching something, and then I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta catch up on so
yo,
and so.
dude, it's low. It's like low in popularity, bro, and that blows my mind. Like people watching it, yeah,
And it's
because
so weird because
I have it set up on popularity.
yeah, because on all the Anitubers that do like seasonal, what I'm looking forward to, like each and every one of them, or most of them, have mentioned Odd Taxi, because otherwise I would have, honestly, I would
Yeah,
have ignored it, but Giguk convinced me, like, oh, it's like a Tarantino but anime. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, all right.
mine was mine was Mother's Basement. Mine was Mother's Basement, and
Him
you
too.
both
Yep.
were just like, dude, check it out. But like, I feel like this is the next. This is this season's Wonder Egg priority. I feel
Yeah,
like this is this season's Wonder
this
Egg
is my
priority.
favorite so far out of everything. Uh,
This one and VV. This one and
fucking
VV are definitely.
if Bruce Springsteen doesn't get you hooked on the show, I
Yo,
don't
the
know what
Bruce
does.
Springsteen
Bruce
scene was so
Springsteen.
funny, bro.
Bruce
Bro, they
Springsteen.
said it so many times. Yo, okay, this is definitely. Obviously, we're going to be talking about spoilers here.
Hmm.
You're caught up to the most recent episode, right?
Episode 5, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yo, they're not animals, right? Like that's just that is so. That is like
I mean,
not. That is
I
like. There's no way that you could have a pet animal. That doesn't make any sense. And be an animal. That doesn't
I,
make any sense.
I don't think it's ever going to be explored. I think from my eyes, or not even from my eyes, I just heard it from a YouTuber. I'm like, that probably makes sense. Is like that it's what's his face, the main character's name, the walrus. Like it's just his perspective of the world, and like he sees everyone as like these anthropomorphic things or whatever in his weird way. It's like all about his perspective or whatever. So I choose
Yeah.
that because I don't think it's not going to be like a Beastars where like there's a horde of herbivores and the carnivores. Like I don't think it's going to be that. It's not that deep, and I don't think it's meant to be that deep. I think it's just a stylistic choice, honestly. But how about that alpaca fucking waifu
Yo, she's so. Dude, I'm not a
with
furry,
the
but if I
fucking
was,
jujitsu or whatever the fuck she was doing? It's just like, stop. What are you doing?
bro. Yo, the voice actor for the walrus is literally the same VA for Tanjiro. What?
Oh, really? That's great.
Yo,
Wait, really?
I
Tanjiro
love.
from Demon Slayer?
Yeah, dude, I'm
What the
looking at it right
fuck?
now. I looked up voice actors right now, and it's the same VA.
That's
Because
crazy.
like that's what makes it so weird to me because the voice actor just doesn't match the walrus thing.
No,
Like it
not
just
at all.
doesn't. It like doesn't, and like there's nothing wrong. Like the voice actor is really good as the character,
Mhm.
obviously. Like it just doesn't match. And he's also oh yeah because Falco is the same voice actor for
Yeah.
Tanjiro, so it makes sense.
But
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
I really like the structure on like how the
How
walrus
everything
dude.
connects,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Bro,
and it all
that scene
connects
in
with him in the taxi because he talks to each individual person that's important to the
yeah,
plot. And his taxi, it just so happens that they're plot relevant. How did you like episode 4? Like that just like threw you through. Like who the fuck is this guy? And like it's all about this
Yeah, I
gotcha
was
game
like,
and
yo,
shit.
when is this? I was like, as soon as they brought up the gotcha game, I was like, oh, that's the because like in the previous episode, they like he's speeding through an alleyway, and
Mhm.
they do a quick like slow mo of the phone flying in the air, and I was like, oh, that's obviously going to come back because a lot of this has to do with things coming back to one another,
Yep.
and and that whole episode, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then when the gotcha game part came into play,
Mhm.
I was like, oh my god.
And
Oh
I
my
think
god.
I don't remember because I haven't rewatched the episodes, but I think one of the characters had the bamboo or the monkey eraser that he was after. You know, on the
Yes,
online.
yes.
I don't
That's what I'm
remember who it
saying.
was.
Holy shit, my dad just scared the crap out of me.
Oh.
He just walked into the room and scared the shit out of me.
Listen, I'm gonna go senile, old, dementia, and I'm gonna walk in your room in the nude. I'm gonna really scare you.
No, I got a camera on, daddy freak.
All right, good.
Yo,
Whoa.
can you shut
Now
the
that you
door?
graduated, get a job.
Thanks. But no, yeah, dude. Like everything's like just like the was it this episode or the previous episode? No, it was not this. I don't remember what episode it was in. But like when what was that? What the fuck kind of animal was it again? It was like the guy on the phone. The guy on the phone when Kakibana, the monkey friend, was like in the
Oh yeah,
was
yeah,
like
and he
I
was on the
guess like at the
phone.
doctor's. Yeah, dude, and then like literally like a second later, like you go back to the orangutan character, and he's like on the phone, and it's this, and like the camera angle they have it at is like the Kakibana in the background, like looking
He's still
and like
talking, but you can't hear his audio.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
No.
like it's lip synced with the orangutan's audio, and like
Mhm.
it's so good, like
It's just-
everything connects, bro.
Yeah, the attention to detail and everything, and the story so far has been really good, and the dialogue is fantastic. Again, it's like what Giguk said; it's a Tarantino movie, but animated. The
Yeah, it really
opening
is.
theme is a fucking banger. Really like that opening.
I'm
theme.
kind of indifferent about it. I'm
Yeah.
indifferent about it. I think it's good.
I wouldn't say
I,
banger, but I don't skip it. That's what I'll say. I don't skip it.
I skip it. I skip it.
Well, that's because you're
I
a
skip
fucking
it.
loser, and you don't read
Yeah.
One Piece, idiot.
Yeah,
Why am I
don't know
even
who's-
talking to you?
I don't know who's the real loser there. Me or you. Okay, so with that, what are? I know that you are definitely not watching Fruits Basket.
No, I don't give a shit.
Um,
Oh yeah, how's your stupid lolly?
oh, bro, it's actually really good. This most recent episode had like a very wholesome scene
Mhm.
where like so Nagatoro says that she'll like what's it called, model for the main character senpai,
Mhm.
and okay, sorry, and they were like going back and forth. She like comes in with a giant like couch, and she like does like sexy poses and stuff, like tease the main character, and the main character's like he's very shy and very awkward and doesn't really know how to talk to females or even just draw people in general.
Mhm.
He doesn't like he draws like inanimate objects, and she's been trying to get him to draw humans and open up more. That's kind of the whole plot of Nagatoro-san.
Mhm.
And so you're like a doctor right now. You're like, "Mhm, yes. How can
Hold
I
on,
prescribe
yes.
you? Can I
Needs
prescribe you
to
with?"
kill self immediately.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna prescribe
And-
you 10 volumes of One Piece. Get back to me once you've read those.
Yeah, dude. I need you to read Redo of a Healer, because at least then you're not looking at lollies.
Or at least reincarnate into a slime. What about Klenak?
Yeah,
Shut the
shut
fuck up.
there's a lollies in there. And like she falls asleep on the couch, and the main character is just like, oh, I'm gonna draw this really nice picture. Like he's like, that's like her natural pose, like that's like the pose that he thinks is like a really good idea for a drawing, and it was really wholesome because the previous section story in the episode was like these two girls forcing senpai to touch her boob.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, man. It's gonna start getting better and better, bro. I can't wait.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm all caught up with I'm all caught up with the manga, bro. And goddamn,
cool.
I was reading in a comment. And when I was reading the manga, and somebody was like, "Dude, this has more plot progression than Rent a Girlfriend." And I was like,
damn.
Yo, facts, though. Like you're not wrong. Like
Rent a Girlfriend is just a bunch of strung together skits.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
First off,
There's
you're the one to say never mention Rent a Girlfriend. So if you want to continue on, that's fine. But
no, we're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, Nagatoto-san's been really good. No, dude, please, we're not doing that right now. So Nagatoto-san's been really good. Fruits Basket has been amazing so far, man. Mm-hmm. This most recent episode dropped a bomb, dude. Dropped a major bomb, and I was like,
the main character was gay the entire time.
Yo, they really should be though. I'm not even like. I'm not even like playing. Like they should be gay.
Why are you doing this like a jock? Yo, Fruits Basket guy? Have you heard a fucking Fruits Basket?
Yeah. You know when Doom Eternal and Okasa come out at the same time? Like the big jocks are watching Fruits Basket and all the cute girls are watching Mars Red or something, or watching Megalobox.
My god. Megalobox is really good. I haven't started the new season, but
yeah, me neither.
I need to get around to that. I heard I haven't even seen it, but Marquis just told me the the new anime, the new Netflix original anime with like the Black Samurai.
The Yakuza?
I heard it wasn't good.
Wait. Yeah.
Is it good or is it
Yasuke?
Yeah.
Yasuke. I think it's okay. It's definitely not great. Like it's not like
Afro Samurai.
Castlevania level. Oh. It's not like Castlevania levels of like, because this one's more like anime inspired because it's a bunch of like Americans wrote it and are animating it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not really, because
bunch of fucking filthy Americans.
It's literally like Castlevania, but I think Castlevania is a little better.
Yeah, Castlevania is fucking amazing. But yeah, so
what else? What have you been watching?
The only other thing I've been really watching besides Bleach and all the other shows is 86, which I think is really good.
Tell me about that.
It's definitely, I mean, I like it so far. So basically what the whole plot is about is like there are 85 districts and they are in this war with like these alien spider things or whatever, and they're all like, oh, we suffered 0 casualties in this war, but that's not true because there's the 86th district and those are humans, but the other 85 districts don't classify them as human. They are like subhuman, so they don't count them in the death toll. Like they'll say like 0 casualties in war, but really there's like 286ers that are dead. But racism, woo. It's like.
That was so weird. Like learning, like reading that.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of another show, but we'll get to that in a second.
Well, it definitely is basically a watered down version of Iron Blooded Orphans. I'm still enjoying it. I like it, but it's basically Iron Blooded Orphans. Like at least aesthetic.
That's kind of what that's the vibe I got. That's the vibe I got.
Aesthetically wise,
that's the vibe. Yeah.
Kind of, not even really different because like the Mars people were lower class. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. But it's got cool CGI spider mech robots. I like see. Got a couple waifus in there. Got a lot of waifus in there. I was gonna say
you probably. Yo, the main character, your favorite waifu, dude?
Nah. Some of the 86.
Nah.
members are really good. I mean, it's only 3 episodes in, but so far every single episode has been good. I just feel like it's borrowing a lot from Iron Blooded Orphans, and it's kind of obvious. But if you liked Iron Blooded Orphans and you feel like I want something in that similar vein, you'll probably enjoy it. What else have I been watching? I think that's about it, probably. I mean, I'm still waiting on
to kind of
Wonder Egg, but yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, we have to talk about that, bro. We have to talk about that. I feel like is another whole episode.
That's a whole
I honestly have so many thoughts about Wonder Egg, man. It's so good.
It is really good. Like, are you liking it better than Taxi?
I mean, what really got me with Wonder Egg Priority, because I was liking Wonder Egg Priority, but the episode with the backstory to the 2 guys, that's what got me. Yeah. That's what got me. Like, I need to watch more. Like when the girl who feels like more like a dude character, shows up, finishes her, like completes her like mission.
Yeah.
And like the weird butterfly monster girl like attacks her or whatever. Like that, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then the next episode is literally like those guys explaining why these girls are like becoming suicidal.
Yeah.
And like kind of it explains everything. It's like, for the most part, like you kind of are just like, oh, these girls are trying to save their friends that killed themselves.
Yeah, you're kind of just along for the ride, and then they finally reveal the backstory.
Like,
to
for
why.
The most part, it's not. Yeah, for the most part, it's not like confusing. Like, it's just like it's weird.
Yeah,
like, it's weird, but it's not confusing. Like, it makes sense. But then the backstory comes, and you're like, oh my god. Yeah. What the fuck? Like, I was like, when that episode came out, I text JJ and I was like, bro, you better fucking be watching this right now.
And then I'm like, I'm 6 episodes behind.
I was like, disgusted.
But I'm all caught up now. But yeah, so do you wanna just get into Jujutsu?
Just real quick, I want to mention a couple more shows before we go on to Jujutsu.
Go off, Queen.
Go off. Yeah, dude, because there's bangers this season, bro. There are bangers.
How's the Idol one or the one ReZero?
Dude, the most recent episode really really throws.
Is that on Crunchyroll?
It's on Funimation. Only way to watch it is Funimation.
Fuck, of course.
Which kind of sucks. Because there's a couple of good shows this season that are only on.
Yeah, Funimation. I want to watch Mars Red. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, bro, it's so. If there's one show that I should have talked about in my cinematics and anime, video, I should have talked more about Mars Red, because it's literally like in 2x1, and I was like, damn. Which, to anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's pretty much like, think of your classic film, aspect ratio. It's got the big black bars on the top and bottom.
Yeah.
And like a wide angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that. It's not 4x3. It's 2x1. 2x1 point something. It's fucking weird. Weird shit. But yeah, it looks so pretty, and the opening is also a very good banger. I'm surprised that it's really low on like popularity, and people
probably because it's on Funimation's website.
But like, for me, that blows my mind, because fucking Shaman King is like the 10th most popular show.
Okay, you're watching it illegally. You're watching it like, okay, I'm a big Beastars guy. I want to watch season 2, but I can't because Netflix jail. So I don't know how you guys are going around it.
Video. Netflix, Shaman King, or probably VPNs, but there's no dubs in Japanese.
I guess so.
Netflix, or not dubs, but there's no
subtitles.
In
yeah,
Netflix. There's no. So I don't know. People are probably torrenting it.
They're 100%.
To kind of go back real quick though to 86, the 86 show. It was a show very similar to that idea, which is like, in terms of like the whole how the society works. There's a show called Shadow House, which is really good.
Hmm.
It's pretty much they're these like the famous like the rich royal family are like weird black silhouette characters. Think of the first season of Ruby. Think of the
Okay.
first season of Ruby where all the background characters were black,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like they were like shadow characters, right?
Right.
That's the premise of this show. The the main characters, like the main family, are these shadow characters, these like shadow people, and they use these things
Oh,
called dolls.
yeah, I've heard about this. Yeah, yeah.
They use these things that are dolls. They're called dolls, and they're pretty much like what those shadow people are supposed to look like if you were to see their skin.
Yeah, I gotta watch that actually because it's got some creepy aesthetics to it, and I dig that shit.
Yo, it's like it's kind of like drip feeding the creepiness.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing has been outright like scary. I feel like it's gonna hit that. It's gonna hit that like any minute now. It's got the fucking it's got the Made in Abyss vibe. Where, like
Okay.
something's gonna go wrong. Like something's gonna be
Mhm.
like oh shit, I'm not gonna be ready for this when it goes bad, am I? Like that's how I feel with it right now. That's how I feel with it right now, and like it's good. I would recommend that. Yeah, VV like the most recent episode, fucking throws a wrench into the plot,
Yeah.
like so good.
Oh yeah, and
And then Mars Red.
we got My Hero season 5. I have not
No
watched a
one
single
cares.
episode.
No one cares. No one cares. Why'd you
I
bring it up? No one
literally
cares.
I had to
one
no
cares.
because like I got Markeith onto Taxi and he was calling me an idiot. He was just like, I'm watching My Hero. I gotta catch up with My Hero. I'm like, bro, you know I'm good with these anime recommendations. Drop My Hero and fucking go to Odd Taxi. And then he's been texting me every
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
like, yo, this shit is lit. I'm like, yeah, I know it's fucking lit.
Yeah, dude, why do you think I recommended it?
And now he's
And then one last show before we get to...
he just started today. I think it's Tokyo Revengers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Get more people to watch it, bro. It's so
I'm trying to
good.
spread the love, you know. I
No,
actually
it's
just
so
got a
good.
Crunchyroll account, so I used to be
as much
on
as-
and off it, but like
Yeah.
now that I'm like, because I used to just like
Real- That's
binge
how I
watch
feel.
everything,
That's how I feel.
but like now I'm doing it week by week, so at Crunchyroll
Yeah.
you kind of need it. So
Like for me, well, yeah, like that's how I felt like watching JoJo's Part 5. I was like, I can't watch this show weekly with the fucking ads.
yeah,
Like I'm just gonna pay for it. Like I don't care. But one last show that I would recommend people watch is Moriarty the Patriot. I've been reading. I read the manga first.
Okay.
And I think the manga is infinitely better than the show. But I still think the show is good. I still
would
think
you
like
say watch like the first 5, and then if you really want to get into it, read the manga?
see that's the thing. The first couple episodes of Moriarty the Patriot
Mhm.
deviate from the plots in which they come, where those episodes come from.
Ooh.
So I would say read the manga up to when Sherlock is introduced, then watch the show, because the show then stays faithful to the manga when Sherlock comes in.
Okay. I've also heard. I haven't watched it yet because it looks sad, and I'm not in the mood for sad right now. But For Your Eternal, I think it's called. The one with the dude in the dog.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It looks.
The first episode is
beautiful.
100%. The first episode is 100% like crybait.
Hmm.
I didn't cry, but it's 100% crybait. And these last couple episodes have been more of establishing stuff, like setting things up. I don't feel like the first episode was really good, but these last couple episodes have just been kind of mid. Like they're like whatever. I feel like they're building up to something that we're going to enjoy more.
Okay. All right.
I feel like yeah. Like it's just beginning is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah. I'll give it a shot
I would
eventually.
yeah. This one I would say is probably best watched
Alone masturbating.
yeah, no. It's best watched. I think this one might be best watched binged. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that's.
I just feel like
I got the feeling from that as well.
I just feel like the first episode's so good, and the rest of the episodes deviate from that idea of what the first episode did
Mm-hmm.
to establishing something that they want to talk about.
Right. Okay.
Like the first episode's really like the first episode's good. It's a really good opening to a show, and then after that, it's just like, oh, let's see what happens because like it's this character that doesn't understand human emotion,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to watch him like develop those emotions throughout, and you kind of get that vibe in the opening song, the opening sequence, that thing, whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get that vibe from there, like that he's gonna like learn more about humans and what it means to be a human
Okay.
and
Yeah.
all that stuff.
I mean, eventually I'll watch it. I'll probably do the binge thing, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I would recommend
I mean,
that. The binge is probably the best idea.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. So, just one thing I wanted to touch on. I'm also reading. I picked up the first volume of Vinland Saga, the manga.
Let's go.
The art is so good. That's like the one I'm reading, and then I'm also reading One Piece like interchangeably. Like,
Have you watched the anime?
yeah, I fucking love the anime. The anime is
Bro,
so good.
I love that the anime is literally just like Volume Zero.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's what I heard. It's just literally the prequel. It's like,
Yeah,
wow.
and you're like, that's the prequel.
Yeah.
This show's gonna go.
I
off.
want it once. So I have like a scheduled manga thing, like what I'm gonna read. But like once I'm done with Vinland Saga, which will be in about a month or two, because I'm gonna buy the volumes. I'm gonna start 20th Century Boys because I heard that's like one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard
There's
too.
no
It's
like
up
I've
there as,
heard
like, one of the
Kingdom
best
is
manga.
really good and Vagabond is really good, but all the manga that are sold online, like they sell out like that, or two, like they're just like hard to get. So
Well,
like,
thing is, like, there's so those series are so old. Like at this point,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised that they're not available.
but I love me some samurai shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like that's why I really want to read Vagabond. Vagabond, I really
Yeah,
want that fucking.
I want to read too. But like the first volume is already like on Amazon. It's like, oh, you could buy it from another retailer. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like I mean, that's why I hope a lot more. Like with the V Jump and the Shonen Weekly and all that stuff. Like they do, like they've been doing these online like
Yeah, I love my Shonen Jump app. It's so fucking
digital
awesome.
public. Yeah,
Apparently,
these
did
digital
you hear that?
publications. Like I would have.
Did you hear that? Chainsaw Man Part 2 might be just coming out like via online, or like an exclusive on. I think it's Viz. Viz is.
I mean that
or
like
something like
literally.
Which, if that's the
literally
case, then
that
I'm
makes
switching
it-
off of Jump and going straight to the Viz Media one.
Well, I told you, Viz is probably better because you get Shonen updates, and you get other stuff outside of the Shonen Weekly stuff.
Like
I
right
told you that
now,
one's kind of more. I think they're both.
there's not a lot that I really want to read that's like additional to my Shonen Jump one, so I'm just sticking
It's
with that one.
literally, it's literally the same amount. Like,
Yeah.
what do you pay? $2 a month? You pay $2?
Yeah, $2.99.
That's how
Or
much
no,
I
$1.99.
pay.
I think. I don't know. I don't remember.
Either it's $1.99 or $2.99 for Viz Media.
Yeah.
And like I've been reading World Trigger. I've been reading
Well,
Spy Family.
World Trigger
I've
is
been-
on Shonen Jump and Spy Family.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like those are on Shonen Jump.
That's
But
just what I'm saying. I'm
is-
saying like if Chainsaw Man makes the jump to just Viz, then I'm fucking gone.
You know, well, like that's I was watching. So JJ sent me a video a while back about this dude. What the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name?
I don't know. I've sent you a lot of shit.
I'm trying to find it.
Explain it, and maybe I can narrow it down.
The video where the guy was making fun of VTubers.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Just type in Evangelion is boring, and you should find his channel. But because he does
let me
and this is
pull
what
it
I completely disagree, because I love Evangelion, but it's a good video. But I sent you the VTubers one because I knew you're really into them, and like the way the dude explained it in the video, I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. Like, I don't get it. Like, and I'm okay with being not part of it.
Scamboli reviews. Reviews. So
I like his delivery.
JJ sent me. Yeah, he's so good. He's so good at
if you
saying,
like him, you should watch. Although his account is pretty much inactive, he hasn't posted in like 4 years. But Douchebag Chocolate, like, he borrows a lot of like his sarcastic stuff from that. Like, Douchebag Chocolate is like the underground like anime YouTuber that like all anime tubers are like, yo, that dude was funny as fuck. Where did he go? So definitely check out Douchebag Chocolate.
Yeah.
He's so fucking funny. Anyway,
this Scramboli guy, he did a fuck you. He did a video called like why you should like the best webtoon like I've ever read.
Mm-hmm.
And like he was talking about how like doing online, like doing digital manga is the new wave, is the next big thing. And honestly, the one that he showed me, the one that he was showing in the video, the one he showed in the video is like 100% like, I think that's like he was saying like Shonen Weekly, the app or whatever it is, whatever it's called, is selling better than is doing better than the physical copies.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, seriously?
This has been like...
And that makes sense.
This hasn't been a new debate, because like, maybe it is for like manga and stuff, but like, with like comic books and stuff, like comic book retailers, like comic book stores are just going out of business because of Comixology, essentially, is because digital comics is just so fucking easy. And I think like Japan is finally catching on or something like that. Because I'm surprised it's only $1.99 for the Shonen Jump app for all these titles. Like, I would think, honestly, and I don't want to give them any ideas, but like I would think you would like jack up that shit to like $4.99 or $5.99. Like, and you know, people would still pay for it probably. But like, I'm just shocked that it's so fucking cheap. Like, it's nothing.
Well, I mean, the shonen magazines are probably, I think, pretty cheap too, and they do like.
Well, they're made out of like 15, cheap paper and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like 15 different manga chapters in those for different series. Yeah. I guess that's like probably their mindset. They're like, oh, we already sell this like for cheap anyways. Now we don't have to do anything but have a server to run. Like, who gives a shit? Yeah. Like, we'll sell it for like $2. But speaking of manga and digital shit and stuff we've been reading, we have to talk about the big elephant in the room. We gotta talk about
dick.
We gotta talk about that's not big. We have to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, bro.
Dude.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right. First off the bat, let's talk about the anime for a little bit, just a little bit. And then,
yeah.
When I say manga spoilers, we're gonna be spoiling up to 147 is the newest one, 148, 147. So. But when I say that, if you are into Jujutsu Kaisen, and even if you are not, don't watch this portion of the video, because we're gonna be spoiling the ever loving shit out of what has happened so far. But yeah, so anime wise, god damn, that animation is fucking amazing. Like, those fight scenes are just god tier shit. Like, what's one of your favorite fights?
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna be basic as hell. The very first one with Gojo and Sunkuna.
Yep, that's a good one.
His name. That was a good one. It's a really good, like, here's why you should watch my anime.
Yeah.
Look at this cool badass fight scene. And it's like, yeah, it is cool.
I am gonna watch it. And it's got a cute boy in it.
Yeah, that's how I got my brother to watch it. Like, he was rewatching Naruto or whatever, and he's like, Peter, you recommend too much shit to me. Yeah, I got this list of shows to watch.
I can't even be mad, because I always like start rewatching Naruto and then I never finish it and I restart it again because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. My brain just doesn't work where I could just like oh, let me just pick up where I left off. I already know what happens before. I'm like, no, I want to get the whole Naruto experience. But then like
you stop.
And then I get distracted by something else, and then I start all the fuck over. I'm really retarded.
It's a cycle. He was like, Peter, you recommend too much shit to me. You got to stop. And I was like, bro, just look at this one fight scene. Just look at this one fight scene. And he's like, all right, so let me catch up.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, if you.
But Sasuke is about to fuck Naruto.
That's the thing, like, bro. I hate using, like, it's kind of like the same thing with Beastars, where like, if you like Zootopia, you'll like Beastars.
Yeah.
If you like. And I hate using this as a way to get people to watch Jujutsu, which I feel like doesn't need to be. I don't need to convince anyone because it's one of the most popular anime of last season.
Yeah.
If you like Naruto and you wanted actual serious like storytelling, not that Naruto isn't, but like you could definitely tell it's like more catered towards like the traditional shonen audience.
Right.
Because like a lot of the shonen audience now, especially with shows like Chainsaw Man or series like Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer, there's definitely a different vibe coming on from there's more mature. Like it's a more mature story.
Yeah.
I always say that. It's a much more mature story than Naruto. It's literally like kind of a very, in terms of like the general idea, not exactly 1-to-1, but like.
Honestly, I would say it's the best amalgamation of Naruto and Bleach. You got the Bleach cool fights and shit, but like Bleach's plot is just fucking non-existent. And then you got Naruto's kind of like, oh, this is a school, we're learning shit type feel, and you just blend that shit together, and then you get Jujutsu Kaisen essentially.
Yeah, it's so like that's a good fight. What's your favorite fight? I
always am shit at the names. You know me, I'm always shit at the names. But the main character,
yeah, it's all good.
What is it?
The main character, Itadori Yuji.
Yeah, and then the muscle guy.
Odo.
Yeah, the best friend.
No, it's not that. It's brother.
Oh yeah, brother.
You are my brother.
When they go against that, like the tree demon or whatever, the one with like one arm, that fight is sick. Yeah. When they're like running up the branches and doing Naruto shit, and I'm just like, it's so good. Also, a good contender for that is actually the panda and robot fight. That fight was really fucking good.
Oh, that was good. The panda.
There's so many good fights in it.
Dude. Yo, actually, my favorite fight scene is the baseball game.
Oh yeah.
where Maki fucking hits Toto. Everybody's like, first base. And Itadori's like, oh my god, no, Toto! And then he's looking around, he's seeing everybody's like, wow, everybody hates you.
Yeah, literally everybody.
It's so funny. Bro, dude, it was so funny, man.
Yeah.
But it's good, man. Like,
also, you got some hot, fine-ass bitches in this show.
Dude, Panda, hot ass bitch.
Gojo, hot ass bitch. Them eyes, though.
Yo, deadass. Okay. Look. You made fun of me when I was like.
Is the last portion of the podcast where you question your sexuality?
Yeah, I mean, I already did with the I already admitted it with the alpaca girl. Okay, the alpaca girl from Odd Tag.
It's going lonely, furry, gay.
yeah. You know what? I'd rather be called a lolicon than gay. But, yo, clip that. Clip it, chat. Clip it.
Clip.
I think it was in the very last episode of the season. So like at the end of every episode, they have like these little skits.
Oh,
Really, I don't know. And the last one for this season was so good. When he's just like, Magabi-chan, we have to do our violin. I watch that skit at least once a week, bro. It's so funny.
I don't care if you
It's
watch
so
dub or
funny.
subbed, but I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not watching it subbed.
Bro, the Gorjo and sub is
The
so
broken
funny,
English
bro.
is amazing. The fucking Jennifer Lawrence. I'm like, what?
I wanted to do a Kamehameha. I wanted to do a Rasengan.
It's just so-
Bro, it's so good.
I love Jujutsu Kaisen because it's not afraid to be like, obviously, yes, I was influenced by Bleach. Yes, I was influenced by Naruto. But
Yes,
I'm gonna make it my own shit because,
yeah, dude.
like, essentially, the dude's not even like he's like 25 or something. Whoever is making this manga, like, he grew up with the same shit we grew up with, or like he's around that same age range. I'm not sure, but yeah, he grew up with the same shit, and he's like, all right, I like this shit about Bleach, I like this shit about Naruto, I like this shit about Dragon Ball. I'm just gonna pick those out and then make like a god tier anime or manga rather. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we don't even need to talk about the anime. If you're like an anime fan at all, I don't understand how you haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen yet or haven't heard of Jujutsu Kaisen, like, because it's just so huge.
Yo, just honestly, yeah. Like there isn't, like, for me, if there's anything with this to talk about, which could easily translate into the manga, the chemistry between the characters, the development of each character, and like just the stories behind like just everything, like how it all just kind of like just works.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's genuinely. By the way, they're 29. The person, which is
okay.
really, real quick. This is just something I've noticed, because even with B stars, like I learned this. A lot of mangaka fucking, they like hide their identity.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Well, even the Nier guy, the guy who created Nier and
Yeah, the guy who
Guard,
created Nier.
I think I think they
read
just
an
don't
interview.
want the death threats. You know what I mean?
Yo, in case their show goes poorly.
Because think about like Attack on
In case,
Titan, like that shit was. I mean, we won't spoil it now, but like, I'm not.
You did not like it. You did not like it. You thought it was okay.
No, yeah, no, exactly. I thought it was okay. I literally did. I text this to you. I might have texted to someone else.
Yeah, you
I was
did.
like,
you were
final chapter, just finished it. Okay.
No, you didn't say that to me. Yeah, that was somebody else.
Yeah.
But like, no, like, cause like at least with like this one, like, cause I'm just reading it, and it's like, this mangaka, their name is Gigi Akutami, I think.
GG.
And yeah, it's like this is a pen name, and the author's real name is and gender is unknown. Like, we only know when they were born, and like, I get it. Like, I especially get what you're saying. Like,
It's all about privacy, you know? Because think about Oda and shit like that. They're just like, or think about even the Hunter x Hunter guy, right? Like, he's constantly probably getting berated with, like, when are you going to finish it? 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 And, like, at that point, it's like, can you please leave me the fuck alone? Not, they haven't hidden their identities, but, like, looking at that, and, like, if I want to be an inspiring mangaist, I'm like, oh, shit. If I, reveal my name, I'm going to get all these assholes approaching me. Fuck that. Like, maybe give out your name but not your face so people can't, like, identify you, I guess. I don't know. But I totally get it. It's like when YouTubers, like, whenever there's a YouTuber and he doesn't reveal his face, like, I totally get it.
Yeah. Like Corpse Husband, who doesn't want to reveal his face because he's like, no, I just want that. Like, I want something. Like, he wants something to keep for himself. Like, it makes sense. Like, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what they're saying, too. But, kind of like going from that to the mangaka, let's go right into the manga. So we are
manga spoilers.
Bro, yeah, it is 100% manga spoilers. So, all JJ. So real quick, first off, did you before we go into the manga spoilers, actually,
Mhm.
did you like Nobura's cool badass shit in the second to last episode or whatever? When she
Of
like kills that demon, when she kills that cursed spirit, the way she kills that cursed spirit with like her voodoo dolls.
oh yeah, I thought it was fine. Thought it was cool.
Yeah, you were like, dude, she looks so badass. She's so
Yeah,
cool. Like I actually like the character. So like, how do you feel about her character development being that she's dead?
fuck you. I literally texted you. I literally texted him like, dude, she's pretty good waifu material, and then you literally go, oh, she gets some pretty good character development later on. Fucking gets fucking drilled in the fucking head. Fucking dies. And then what is it? I think it's either the manga chapter before. No, I think it's right after she gets like blasted in the head. Like they go through this whole sad sob story and shit like that, and then it's just like the panel right after, it's just her on the floor. Just... I was like, "Fuck you." I'm gonna send the like the screenshots of like the text when like
Yeah, every
first
time
read
every
it.
time he's reading like a character, because he another character like dies, Kento.
Yeah,
He was like, "Bro, not my boy Kento," and I was like, "Wait, who? Oh, the business guy? Yeah."
yeah. I was like, it's not the biggest death, and then fucking I was just like, what the fuck?
Bro, dude, and then Maki, dude, literally my waifu gets burnt to a crisp,
Mhm.
comes back, bro, and I was so tilted, bro. I was so
Yeah,
tilted,
I like the
bro.
she was introduced at the very end of the anime. The girl with the hair that goes down like that. The one with the brother, the little brother.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I like her. She's cool.
Yeah,
Um,
she's got the big bitty mommy energy going on. She really does.
she do.
Um,
She could spit on
what's
me. I
his
don't give a
name?
shit.
What's
She could
she could
fucking
spit on
strangle
me.
me with
Honestly,
her
though,
hair.
I like as much as I like the ending, as much as I like the ending, I really love. I had to look it up real quick, the character's name,
Hmm.
and I was telling you this. I love Yuta, the new character who shows up at the end of the story, and the character from the
The prequel.
volume
Yeah,
zero.
yeah.
I really like it, and I'm glad they're going with that as the movie instead of like a sequel movie.
Hmm.
Like this definitely works as like a movie. It's only 4 chapters. Like you don't have to go crazy with it. Like just we'll go crazy with it. I mean, like fucking show us that Sakuga, please. But like I like the
We're
story, and
fucking
like it made me
degenerates. Oh my god.
and it made me like Maki even more because like
Yeah.
she definitely like in this chapter has like a tsundere thing going on with
Hmm.
Yuta, and I was like, oh my god. So when like they see each other after like a year being apart, and she's like disfigured and burnt and like destroyed and mentally, physically, everything,
Hmm.
and him just being like really like you could tell he's kind of sad about it, like the way he like interacts with her in some
Yeah.
of the scenes, like you could just be he's he's sad that she's like this.
Yeah.
And then the fact that he can overpower Itadori like it's nothing,
Hmm.
like was so cool. Like you're reading like I read the manga first, like most I read everything, and then when I learned that the movie was going to be a prequel series, I was like, oh, I obviously got to read prequel stuff now.
Yeah.
So I found that and I read that part, and I was like, how the fuck did Itadori lose to this guy who literally has no powers?
Hmm. And then he
He's
gets
literally
introduced,
like
and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna beat the
yo
shit
when
out of
I
you."
yo, but the thing is like when I first heard it was gonna be a prequel thing, I thought it was gonna be that weird prequel like stuff
Hmm.
right after so like you know how
Oh,
after
right after the current arc, there's like a prequel, kind of going back to like when Gojo was still a student and that his classmates and stuff like that. Like you thought that was gonna be in a movie?
yeah, I thought that was gonna be a movie for a second
Yeah.
before I realized there was a volume zero because that's literally prequel.
I
That's like
feel
that
like
like sets up the
I
story
feel
for
like
this
for
arc.
season 2, if they go chronologically, like with following with the manga. I think that's gonna piss a lot of people off. They're gonna be like, I want to know what happens next in that fucking prequel. And it's a good like it's what is it like a 15, 14 parter, like just pure. Just
it's about
shit.
15. It's about 15 chapters.
Yeah,
it's pretty long. It's pretty long.
But the arc right after is like 50 fucking parts.
Dude, dude, like reading it, like I'm like,
it's the Arunca. It's the Arunca arc done right.
So it's like part 59, the Shibuya incident. I'm like,
Burger King foot lettuce. You don't expect.
It's like, you don't expect Itadori to have eaten 15 fingers of Sukuna in literally 5 seconds.
You do that so good. Holy shit.
Yo, what is it? I love the volcano dude. When he like sees that, he sees those 2 girls feeding Itadori's unconscious corpse.
Oh, God.
And he's like, what did you guys do? and they're like, we need him to fight you guys. And he murks both of them. And it's like, you're going to be my plaything. The volcano guy's like, please no. Yes.
Yeah. And then fucking what's his face awakens when they feed him the fingers.
That's who I'm talking about, Sukuna.
Yeah, Sukuna. Yeah.
Sukuna.
And like he just like bodies everyone. It's not even competition.
Yo, he destroys.
He has to be. I will actually be mad if like they do a whole Nine Tails thing. I don't think they will, but like this is just like negative mind in my head where like the Nine Tails is just like, you know what? You're a pretty good dude, Naruto. Like I want him to be
but here's
literally the final villain. Like
Here's the thing. I don't think that's going to happen because at least with Kirama, we as an audience don't see him in Naruto's like perspective. We don't see him killing people. And then as we learn further and further on as the show progresses, Kirama has been manipulated ever since he was fucking born.
Right.
By every Uchiha. He's been literally any Uchiha who's been evil took advantage of the Nine Tails Fox spirit and used him like a fucking. So like you as an audience member know at some point that like it makes sense for Naruto to like have sympathy for this character.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas Sukuna, we literally see him destroy all of Tokyo.
Like I was at the end of this arc, like what? Like how are they gonna resolve this? And guess what? They don't. Like Tokyo's just fucked.
It's like a time skip. It's a little bit of like I think like a couple months later.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. It's not a fucking 4-year time skip.
Yeah, you're talking about One Piece.
Naruto.
Naruto. But like yeah, like I don't know how I feel about the culling games right now. I don't know about you. I don't know if I like it. These last couple of chapters have been very explainy.
Yeah, it definitely 100%. But it sounds a little bit like tournament arc-y, and I love me some tournament arc. So let's go.
It's tournament arc where if you do not, it's not even a tournament arc. It's literally if you do not succumb to the new regime that runs the Cursed Society, the Cursed Spirit Society, you're going to die. Yeah. And that's like what this most recent chapter was about. Is the principal Yaga is like, I'm not going to succumb to this because I believe Itadori or whatever. He believes that something's fucky, right? He's like, we're going to have to find Gojo and save the day. Where everybody else in the society is like, no.
I love how
that's
like
over and done with. We're done with Gojo's games.
Once
like,
Gojo is like in the box, like everything just goes to shit immediately.
Yeah, and that's what I like because like everybody, it's kind of like it's got it's what should have happened in My Hero that's taking way too long for us to see, which is now that like with like All Might is this all powerful being, right? Like everybody's like he's the hero, like there's nothing that could be with it, and like we're seeing slowly but surely Hero Society kind of like deteriorating.
Yep.
But like there's still like a glimmer of hope. Where in Jujutsu, Gojo's gone and half of the cast fucking dies.
Yeah, like I was even telling you like this series definitely has balls, and I'm excited to see where it's going. To jump the gun and say it's one of the best manga I've read, I don't think so. But like,
no, it's definitely a good. It's definitely one of the better shonen I've read.
Currently, one of the best. I still like my Chainsaw Man more, but you know, whatever, it's fun.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, dude.
But like for what it is as like a shonen and stuff, it's really fucking good. Like quality storytelling, quality character development until they get shot in the fucking face or blasted, however you want to put it.
Here's the thing. We may have seen her, quote unquote, die, but we technically still haven't been confirmed that she's dead.
That's what I'm holding out hope for.
All we know it because like even Itadori's like to Megumin, he's like, dude, is she dead? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all I know is her condition. He's like, all I know is her condition's fucked.
But like, I don't know where the second season is gonna end. But like, once people see that, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck, yo!"
I feel like they're gonna make the Shibuya incident a movie.
I mean, that would make sense.
Like, how do you feel about because that just feels like that.
Not all of it. I wouldn't have it all of it. I would just have it like once
like for
Gojo gets captured and then do the movie after that. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how you would do that actually.
I feel like with this because like reading it, like it felt like watching. It literally felt like watching the Namekian arc.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like it was going on and on.
That's a great comparison, though. That's a good comparison.
And like. In a good way, because like the Namekian arc, people love the Frieza arc.
The Frieza arc is fantastic.
Yeah, people love the Frieza arc, but they also know that like it definitely drags. Like, it's 100%
less
drags.
so in the manga, but like, well, a little bit in the manga, but like more,
like
more in fucking Bulma's Frog Adventure.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like. If I hope they don't do that because it definitely drags a lot. Like it feels slow. Like you know shit's going on and shit's going down. Like at the same time you're like, yo, hurry it up.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. At least it's not 300 chapters of just fighting and no substance. Bleach.
yeah, that's true. I guess.
God damn.
But like still, like
every time I say I'm gonna
56, bro.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
Part of 56.
I feel like he definitely needs to try to condense the shit. Or, like, at least do it, like, kind of like sub-arcs, you know what I mean? Where they could still be in the same situation and scenario, but just, like, kind of sub-arcs. Like, kind of like Ginyu Force and then Frieza type of thing, you know what I mean?
That's what I think, like, broke up the monotony of the slowness of the Frieza saga. Was, like, there was these little things with, like, the Vegeta like learning that he has these Zenkai boosts that make him stronger, and him defeating the Ginyu Force, and then Goku showing up, and then
the fucking dude with the long hair and like the whatever outfit, you know what I'm talking about, right? With the sword, and he's like beating the shit out of what's her face, and then all of a sudden the glasses dude comes in and he just beats the living shit out of him. I was like, yes.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because he's like, you're not even on my fucking level. There's a lot of great fights, and I can't wait for those to be animated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Itadori versus Yuta is going to be so funny. It's going to be so good, bro. And I like that there's a good, like, he's good but bad at the same time. The older brother of those brothers that died in the last episode of Jujutsu.
Oh yeah,
the season. Right. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
where he's like for some reason he's like, Itadori, you're my brother now.
Yeah,
it's like
out of nowhere.
What's with this brother motif? Like, what the fuck is going on?
I think it's called foreshadowing, motherfucker.
It's not this. It's not. I don't think it's out of nowhere. It's because like Itadori, and you even see it in the episode. He's like, they were crying like, I feel bad for these spirits regardless of what. It's kind of like got the same vibe as like the Tanjiro thing. It's like,
but
I know what you've done is bad. I don't know if it's less cringe. It's still kind of cringy, dude.
But it's not as repetition as like literally Demon Slayer. Every single, and I'm reading the manga now, and it's so true. Like right after the demon dies, then it's like, oh, sad story. Oh, this is why they were a demon. Oh boy, tear shed.
tearjerker.
Oh boy.
Um,
Works like
nah,
twice,
man.
and then not really again.
Yo, the demon. What we gotta finish the Demon Slayer manga and talk about that next
Yeah.
too, bro. Because there was
Have you finished
like
it or
after
not?
because I'm on the part where he's at the hot springs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I still gotta
Um,
catch up on my reread. I'm like chapter 100 actually, so I'm like halfway. So we'll talk about that.
the arc before the hot springs, fucking good.
Hmm.
It took bro? If that's not gonna get its own movie, that's gonna go a whole season, which is pretty cool. But
Yeah.
still,
But yeah,
it'd be
no,
so
I
good.
I really like if you enjoyed the Jujutsu anime, definitely go read the manga. But like, if you want to wait, that's fine too. You know what I mean? Like it's
Honestly, yeah. Like, I mean, you're gonna be waiting a while because
mm,
the movie is coming out now, and fucking, they're gonna be
COVID and
working
all
on
that.
that
Yeah.
first, and then they're gonna be working on, and then who the? Let me see. Did Mappa fucking do this show?
It's
Mappa,
yeah,
Jujutsu.
Mappa did it. It's
And
gonna be a
they're doing every movie on every fucking anime under the sun
so
right now.
if you don't mind waiting, fine. But if you want to know where it goes from there, I would read the manga. Basically, if you don't want to get spoiled,
Honestly, yeah.
it's the Attack on Titan scenario. Like, are you gonna wait till the second part of season 4? No, I would just do yourself a favor, read the manga before like everyone waits. But like the season hasn't come out, and like everyone's just like, yo, let's meme the fuck out of that last chapter, and it's like, no, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, that last. Oh man, I can't wait to talk about that last chapter with
Man,
you
all
and
right,
Ronald, bro.
bleep right here, man. Aaron, thank you so much for the mass genocide, my guy. I appreciate
Yeah, yeah, dude, I
it.
love that. Bro, I love that line.
I
made that
remember
like,
you sending me the wallpaper that I'm like, I don't know the context of this, but whatever.
yeah, oh, I thought you read the chapter at that
No,
point.
but
Oh, that's
it
gonna
was
be.
fine. No, I didn't give a shit. I didn't even like, I didn't even compute like what
All
the
I
fuck
know
was
is
happening.
like I read that, like I was talking to Ronald about it, and
Uh-huh.
I was just like, bro, this line is so funny, dude.
It
It's
is.
just
It's
so
like I
funny.
get what he was trying to do, but like the way the chapter was flowing, it just
I feel like
fucking
that may have been like a mistranslation. That had to have been, bro. That just
maybe.
because
I
that
think
just
so.
doesn't because that's just like
Thank you for killing
it
everyone.
seems so stupid. Like, I mean, it does seem like some stupid shit Armin would say, but it's so dumb. It's so
It really,
dumb, bro.
it's the stupidest thing in the world. But then again,
It's so
Armin cried
bad.
at what's his face when they were in the prison, like, "Oh my god, I understand your plan. It's genius or whatever."
No, yeah, dude, Armin's such a bitch, dude. I
Yeah,
fucking hate him in this last these last few
you
this
like
last
that
season,
little
bro.
at the very end with the bird, and it's like, "Oh, here, Mikasa. Oh, you need help with that scarf. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fly away now." I was just like, okay, all right.
Look. I know we got to say this for the episode, but I just want to say
We
real
do.
quick.
Yeah, I'm
Look,
sorry. I didn't
look.
mean to drag us into
I
this.
know. I think all of it. I'm gonna just preface it with this.
Uh,
This is my feelings on the last chapter.
mhm.
If they had made it 2 chapters, it would have been better.
Yes, 100%. Like, I hope they do that in the anime. Just have the Armin and Aaron shit, just like one episode and then the rest. Yeah, or at least like half an episode of the Armin and Aaron shit. Then do like
Well,
kind of
no,
the
that's
conclusion
the
stuff. And then the last episode is like an epilogue, and you get more time to spend with these characters. Instead, at the very end, they're all on a boat and they're like, "We're gonna talk about peace."
yeah. It's like the island is getting ready to start a war against literally no one. 'Cause
Like, actually, no one. We Don't know either.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Let's
genuinely think it would have been better 2 chapters.
we
But
gotta do a
let's
whole
wrap this
podcast on that shit.
bitch up,
Yeah.
dude.
Jujutsu Kaisen
Let's
manga.
wrap this bitch up.
Really fucking good. Enjoy it.
JJ, I think this will be a really good one. Besides what we've talked about today, what is something that you would recommend to the audience?
As of right now, out of everything I've
Whether
watched,
whether it be anime, video games, TV show, like anything. Just
Okay.
any recommendation. This is the recommendation ending of the podcast.
all right, sure. Nier Replicant is really good. It's the newest game that I've currently been playing, even though I kind of took a break from it. Really awesome. They definitely improved the combat a lot, which is great.
Mhm.
Also, you can get the costumes for free from Automata, which is fucking sick. I've been using those.
What?
Yeah. So
Yo.
you could have the main character be 9S, and then the girl character Kane to be either A2 or to B, baby.
Yeah.
worth the $60 retail price.
Yeah, that's all it was, bro. That's all the
I'm also playing on PC right now. I'm playing I think it's called Alliance something. It's like a JRPG thing. Really cool mechanic, blah blah blah, whatever. It's nerd. Anime, watch Odd Taxi. It's the fucking sleeper hit. And if you haven't watched Tokyo Revengers, watch that. Manga, fuck it, read Vinland Saga. I don't know.
Yeah. This one we didn't talk about, but it's currently airing this season. That I would recommend is I can never pronounce it. I'm trying to find its English name. Where is it? Hiro. It's fucking. What is it called? I'm a 26-year-old. I barely shaved and I took in a high schooler. It's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
It's doing really. Here it is. After getting rejected, I took in a high school runaway.
Oh yeah, yeah. But isn't like the whole thing like he doesn't want to bang the high schooler?
Yeah, dude, it's something that, and like, is this the whole like plot? Is like, who wouldn't bang a high schooler? And it's like,
not me.
A person who doesn't want to be called a pedophile.
Yeah,
exactly. And yeah, it's really good. I've read the manga. I've stopped watching the show because I think the show kind of has like crappy. I don't really like the animation, the art style so far. I think it's kind of jank, but the manga is pretty good. I can tolerate the shitty drawing in the manga. I can't tolerate it in a production. I don't know why.
Attack on Titan.
I think it has
what?
Shut up, bro. Shut up. Attack on Titan isn't even that bad, bro.
I know,
it's actually really good.
I know. I just like.
If we want to talk about a real shit show, fucking the house husband. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, yeah. Is that your favorite PowerPoint presentation of all time?
Bro, you know what makes me so tilted? Like, the mangaka is like, oh, I wanted it to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I wanted the show to look like this. What? If that's what you're going for, I'm glad it was the way that you wanted. But execution does not mean just because you like an idea does not mean it's the best idea.
Yeah. But what else would you recommend for beautiful people?
And one last thing I'd recommend. I haven't played it yet because I'm going to be playing it in a couple days. Resident Evil 8. I've been watching a bunch of reviews.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great. They're all saying it's good. They're all saying it's amazing. Fucking just get it. Get it. If
Resident Evil really
game
fucking recovered. After 6, they really fucking recovered. They did like a whole.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, dude, we have to make good games again, guys.
Not only 7, but you got Remake 2, you got Remake 3, now you got 8. Like, the Resident Evil's back, baby.
8 is pretty much, from what people are saying, is just 4 remade. Is literally just 4.
Which they are doing. I can't believe they're doing
in
that.
VR.
Shut the fuck
What
up.
a load of shit.
Yeah.
But But yeah, those are my recommendations. Check those out. Honestly, watch this spring. I know that people were saying, "How could you top the winter season?" They fucking did
They
it.
did it. They did it 100%.
Mad lads did it, bro.
With the exception of Wonder Egg Priority, I feel like that's the best thing ever. Although I like Outtakes a
I
lot.
mean, dude, last season was top. Last season was top.
We've been getting nothing but good
there
anime.
Really was so many good. Yo, it's literally like what Giga said. Last year was the year of the VTuber. This year is anime's back, and it's back in full swing.
Anime's fine. All right, shut the streams off. Anime's back, everyone.
Yo, deadass though. Like, okay, let's just close this shit up.
Yeah,
before
sure.
I talk about
I have Sinister Sheep. I don't know when the fuck my next video is gonna be. Peter.
Yo, I'm Peter. I'm also part of the We Sell Dirt podcast, and I don't know when the fuck the next episode's gonna be.
Beautiful. All right. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.